it's my comfort level, man. But like, I'm telling you right now, the amount of times that people don't correct their dogs, and they're like,
Hmm.
I was like, well, do you usually let them do this? And they're like, well, what else am I supposed to do? I'm like, great, starting point.
Hmm.
And that's when I'll go in and I just start with the basic slip leash and just like something to show them that there is control that is needed. And
Hmm.
like they act like you're God. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is not like this is just the tip. I was like, I don't want you to think it's this easy. This is going to be
Right.
hard work. We talk about how hard work works. I particularly am very picky
Hmm.
about who I work with and like my client level. And I think that really it makes them kind of feel like, oh, well, I'm hot shit. Because I tell them, I'm like, I will not work with you if you will not put in the work.
Right.
Like, I have no problem. And I let them know, like, your money that you're spending is non-refundable. So,
Right.
like, I don't care if it's $3 and I don't care if it's $3,500. You will not get it back if you do not put in the work.
Right.
And I will fire you. Like I have
Right.
fired clients before, and I just let them know, like, I'm a no bullshit kind of person. Like I tell you to your face how I'm feeling. Like you're gonna know if I have a problem with something, and I'm gonna give you ample opportunity to fix it. And if it's not fixed, we're gonna have the hard conversation. I
Right.
love having the hard conversations. My life is based on hard conversations. Like we can do it. How
Right.
you take that and how you respond, and if you change it and turn it around and use it as motivation, is going to be whether or not we're going to work out together.
So
And at
you,
the
so
end
it
of that
sounds like,
consult, wait, what'd you say?
I said, so it sounds like you do a lot of expectation setting with your clients and like the type of clients that you work with. And I think that's smart. Like, first
Yeah.
off, it delivers a better, like caliber, higher, I shouldn't say better, higher caliber client to you with somebody who's actually going to put in the work that they're supposed to. Right.
Right.
And the other thing is that then you don't need to worry about like, oh, they're not getting results. And like, can I really charge them this much money? I mean, I know I've heard from other people that run their businesses, they're very strict and they say like, hey, if you're not willing to kind of do this the way that we do this here, it's like time for you to kind of, exit the ride here and
Right.
go in a different direction. And
And
so,
I
yeah, go ahead.
honestly think that like people, I get questions a lot about, you mentioned the reviews earlier too. Like
Hmm.
a lot of people are like, oh, you don't have not one single bad review. And I've never had to shut down my page. I've never had to turn off anything.
Hmm.
I simply only work with people that I feel compatible with. And I empower my trainers to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
If you know this person's not going to be a fit for you, you can tell them, hey, I think this is out of my range, but I can get my trainer to come in, like my boss, which is me. And then I'll be like, hey, look, you're a piece of shit. You got to go. Like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not in those words, but like in my mindset, like if they
Yeah.
think that they're just, because Sam is soft spoken, but she's learning how to like assert herself. I
Hmm.
have no problem being assertive. So like sometimes those headstrong women or men, they come in and they know everything. And I'm like, hey, you called me. Just remember,
Hmm.
like, you needed to reach out to me. I did not need to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Like, and that she has a hard time like communicating that and displaying that. And so that happens. But at the end of the day, I just think that if we set the expectations for them, they usually like they call for help.
Hmm.
They want to know what your opinion is. And I'm going to tell you, like, hey, I will guide you all along the way. And this is not, I don't say, like, oh, in 2 weeks, your dog's going to be perfect and it's going to come home and it's going to be a little bitty, bitty, bitty work. No, I say, hey, listen,
Yeah.
your dog's going to come home and it's going to do everything that it was doing before. And then the difference is going to be, like, what are you going to do?
Right. Because
Like,
that dog will
how
test
is
you
this
when it comes home.
exactly
Yeah.
like whose house is this? Who pays these bills? That is
Hmm.
my number one. They love and they eat that shit up. I'm like, who pays these bills? That damn dog don't pay no bills. Unless
Yeah.
it's Instagram model, and then let him do whatever he wants. But
But yeah, you have fun with people. Like you'll joke around with
yeah,
them. Yeah. And it's
yeah,
not
just
like,
shoot the shit. Because honestly, if you don't like me, you know off the bat you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no tabling it. It doesn't go from like here down. It goes from here up. So I mean, like if I'm too much for you off the bat, but
no, but I feel like that's like one of your strongest assets is your personality, right? And like I think that everybody should play to that, right? Play
blushing.
you got to play to your strengths, like if
Yeah.
you have a good personality and you have a good sense of humor, like you should let that out and let that shine, right? Because they're people, they find things funny,
Yeah.
and so like go over there, build a real connection with them, joke around with them and kind of I think that there's a line, right, where it's like you can be friendly with them, right? Like you can even be friends with them if you really want to.
Right.
I mean, I've heard that, but I'm friends with a lot of my clients. Like I consider you a friend. Like the conversations we have sometimes go well past, business and into different territories. So the thing is like, you have to pick and choose who you're going to do that with. But just going out there with just the intention of I'm just going to sell them and that's it. It's going to be strictly a business transaction. I think you're going to have a lot better success when you go out there and you're like, I'm going to try and build a real relationship.
Yeah,
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
time
be
with
me,
this.
and you're either gonna like they call you anyway to spend money.
Yeah.
They don't know how much money they're gonna spend, but the how much doesn't matter. Then
Yeah.
I think of that like I was an impulsive shopper. That was like I was a broke ass bitch. Like I went to college and somehow managed to spend $10,000 in a
Yeah.
year for shopping. With I don't have no money, so like they always find money. People like me, we always find money. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's worth it.